Yeah. Well, I mean, they left it at a cliffhanger, so I don't know if they get captured or not. They could like come back to that scene and
Oh,
Brienne fights her way out of it. But there was a lot of people there, and I don't think maybe both of them together could fight off,
well, yeah, both of them, sure.
but don't know really. Hmm.
There's a lot of different plots that were happening.
Yeah.
Lot.
And I think we're gonna try to do another episode today. You guys will get two. It might be tonight. Definitely gonna be tomorrow that you guys get this. So many. So like I was saying in the first second season, that for season one was like a character focused season. Season two is more of a finishing, like more plot focused, more like laying the groundwork of the world almost.
Mm-hmm.
And now season three seems more of a character focus so far. It's introducing a lot of interesting dynamics to characters that we didn't know, like the Bran and the warging, and it introduced the warging
Oh
with
my
the
gosh,
Jon Snow
yeah.
side, and then
Connected it with.
Bran and the new character. Wow,
Mm-hmm. More magic is coming.
yeah,
A
it
lot.
feels like
Mm-hmm. I think it's all because of the dragons. Is it leading
maybe
because of the dragons?
maybe because the dragons were born.
Could
And
have.
what the timelines, I'm not sure about the timelines and how they line up with Daenerys. If like several years have gone by, whether the Daenerys plot line is happening like because there's an information gap when Westeros gets the information about Daenerys and when it happens. So I don't know how long that information gap is. It could be like a year between like that Westeros hears about what Daenerys is doing like a year after. It could be that long. Um, so she's like a year ahead of them.
Do you feel
Yeah,
that Margaery could be the divider between Cersei and Joffrey? I feel like she's interjecting herself, not
very.
controlling Joffrey, but
Yeah,
changing his mind a little bit, but also playing into his psychoticness for her gain.
she's trying to win him over.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
She's
Yeah.
to win him over. Will it become a divider between him and Cersei? Maybe Cersei will think that. Joffrey's not going to think that. He doesn't see his mother as
No.
like attached to him. He's like, I'm completely separated from my mother.
Because
My mother has nothing to do with me whatsoever.
I'm seeing him push her away more and more, and she's like trying to grasp, and I see it. She's playing that good, Margaery.
Yeah.
Theon. Woo! We hope for his justice, but boy, oh boy, he's getting a 10.
And with Jamie Brand situations getting more interesting. And I feel like Jamie's just talked so much that they've kind of almost bonded in a way, which is kind of weird. Because Jamie just doesn't shut up.
I think he's trying to throw her off guard.
Yeah, he's trying to get an advantage on her any way possible. He's trying to literally gain as much information about her as possible so he could do what he did and fight her and get away. That's like literally every ounce of information on
Mm-hmm.
the opponent as he could before doing what he did. And it didn't matter because she's just a
Yeah.
better fighter than him, or it's because he's tied up and didn't have a fair fight. You guys can tell us if you think the Jamie Brienne fight was a fair fight for Jamie,
Even when he was
or
fighting, he was still analyzing her movements, her grace. I was like, whew!
yeah.
And then she just went,
So yeah, do you think Jamie is a better fighter if he was unchained, or is Brienne just a better fighter? That's kind of saying something because Jamie is one of the best. Yeah. The Arya situation. The one thing that I wanted to see was Arya going into the episode, and we got it.
yes.
And the Hound
Oh my
and
god.
Arya.
If he didn't say that, she could have just walked right out.
Yeah.
Like, now, I don't even know what's gonna happen next, but I don't have a good feeling about that.
I wonder why. How do the Hound and the that one guy know each other? I don't know if they're gonna go into it. If they go into it, don't tell us.
Mm.
But beyond that, I'm gonna have to do a lot for the map breakdown.
Marjorie's grandmother's funny. At first, I thought that she
Liana,
was
is it
kind of
Liana?
trick Sansa into getting information, but then after I started opening my mind a bit to her, I was like, okay, maybe she is just And
Yeah.
now learning that Margaery's being forced to be queen by her father. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, it's I think she does want to, or maybe she's just so dedicated to her house that she'll do anything.
Yeah.
So who knows if she's actually acting on her own accord? She is, but to the betterment of her house.
Yeah.
Or is it what she wants?
There's at some points in different episodes she said she wanted to be the queen, but is that also her wanting to be queen,
Yeah,
but
or her
also peer
father.
pressure as well? Like, you have to do this.
Yeah.
So I think it could be both.
Yeah, we will see.
Yes, we will.
I'll probably have more to say in the map breakdown, which is coming.
Oh, yeah. More time to think. That's the information.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get going on the next episode right now.
Yes, yes.
Because, like we stated in the last intro,
Mm-hmm.
you are no longer going to see intros on the main reaction on YouTube because we lose like 70% of our viewership immediately. As soon as they see us, they're just like, nah, don't want to watch
We
this.
out.
So we're going to skip the intros and go right to the show in our main. So you guys are going to get the intros. That being said,
Yes.
that was a crazy episode.
Yes, it was.
Olenna Tyrell, if I'm saying that correctly, reveal
Yeah.
the Lord or Lady of Highgarden. The reason they showed her off for a reason. I feel like she's more influential in their kingdom than the king is. That's why I'm gonna predict is because so in this scene they have her facing away from the camera. In that they're like holding off showing you like they're going to show it, but they're holding off showing it because I feel like she's such an important figure that they want to hold it off. And then when they finally turn the camera around, it's like from Sansa's perspective, which is very interesting, or Sansa's angle. So when you frame a camera like this, I've done like a little bit of like research and like why where people's eye level is at in the scene. There's like a magic line that goes across the top of the screen. Someone's eye level is above that line, it means they're coming down. They're the one in power. So in this scene, Olenna Tyrell is like sitting here. She's sitting and everyone's standing around her, but her eye level is higher in the scene. So she has all of the power. They put the camera low to make it her eye level is above that line. So they have the control in the scene. There's interesting scenes like early on. You'll see that, like, if you look for it, you'll see that. And then sometimes they put the eye level of someone higher than another person's represent they think they have the power but they don't in the conversation. You know what I'm talking about?
A bit.
So like so her eyes are basically at that level. So she has like it's neutral.
Yes.
I'm trying to look for
You know what's weird? I'm making a
Hmm.
connection right now.
What?
I feel that Rob and Stannis are more alike than I initially realized. They both have female relations that are taking over.
Yeah.
Rob married, and he's now realized that his is it called Bannermen or Banner Lordsmen? Men, I think.
Bannermen. Yeah.
Bannermen are obviously they're not very okay with him, and both just wanted to make that announcement and made a connection. Falling to pieces.
And in these scenes where Margaery is with Joffrey, you see her go sit next to Joffrey.
Mm-hmm.
I really want that. He's looking at. Okay. So you see her looking at Joffrey, and Joffrey's eyes are below hers on the side. Like her eyes are above his. So she has all the control in this situation. And Joffrey's sort of like meeting this person that's kind of knows how to play him way better than he does. And he doesn't realize it because he's just so grandiose about everything. So like her eyes are above his and his are looking like sort of downwards in the scene. So he's like kind of for the first time like sort of submitting. Besides like the Battle of the Blackwater. Think of any other times it happens. And again in this scene, it's coming at Jamie. Jamie is further away but lower in the shot. If they were equal, their heads would be like on the same level. Yes. So Brienne has the advantage here. And you can tell those things when you're watching it through their actions and stuff like that. But it's the subtle how you set a scene up like this. It makes a lot of a difference in like portraying it to the audience. If you wanted just a little.
Now that you explain it and give instances, there's yeah.
Yeah. If you wanted like a 101 scene setup for filming, there you go. If you weren't, if you that was unsolicited information, I'm sorry. But I feel freed. I kind of feel free that I'm not putting the intro into the video. I can just go off, and I don't have to like.
That's how you should be.
I don't have to be beholden to the whims of YouTube. I can kind of do whatever I want.
At that point, he was quite upset. Like, I told you, I told you. She's like,
But
darn
but
it.
but okay, yes, yes. And you can see their eyes are like almost on the level.
Yeah.
He's right. That guy, you probably shouldn't trust anybody. I don't think they would have been caught. Maybe later in the day, but I don't know if they would have been caught if Jamie had stopped on the bridge, right?
Yeah, throwing his little tantrum.
Yeah. And it's not in every
Oh,
sequence,
but
it doesn't matter that much, but it's just when characters are interacting with each other. Sorry.
you're quite alright.
Okay, let's just get into the episode now that I'm dead. Walk of Punishment.
Boom!
What do we think that's going to be?
All my predictions are always wrong, so.
One sec. One sec. What do you mean your predictions are wrong?
Usually my predictions are wrong. I think about something like, actually, no, that wasn't how it was. Punishment, I mean, it's in the title, so I'm assuming it's stuff is going down.
What? Whose punishment do you think?
I think we're going to continue seeing Theon's.
Could mean Jamie for escaping. Brienne, maybe. Well, let's see. We're going to count down from 3. You're going to start your copy. 3,
2.
2, 1, go. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. It helps us get recognition on our videos, and we'll react to more in the future. Thank you.